Hey everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, I actually kind of messed with you guys by ending the episode in an opportune time, sort of a cliffhanger, because something really interesting happened, as I mentioned. So, you had to wait quite a while for that, unfortunately. This time, you're going to be seeing what that is, and we can also see there's a bunch of stuff going on, like the luau. It's going to be clearance Sunday tomorrow, so that's a new seasonal event, if you will. Terrible luck, just my luck. Did not mean for that to come out that way, but whatever. Anyway, welcome back to the farm, everyone. Dear Ryan, tomorrow we're all gathered at the beach for the annual Pelican Town Luau. The highlight of the event is the communal potluck. Make sure you bring something good to contribute. The governor himself is attending the event, so make sure you're on your best behavior. Come to the beach sometime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. They're loose. Okay, so hopefully we'll have something to contribute there. But yeah, as I was saying, welcome back to the farm, everyone. If you're watching this anytime other than live, that comment makes no sense. And welcome to the new year, I guess, because this is the first video of the new year from me. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday season, whether you celebrate something or not. Hopefully you were all able to at least relax and, get some time away from everything else. I know I sure did, and it's definitely nice to have that refresh, you know what I mean, where you can kind of just be away from everything for a little bit. But I'm also excited to get back into certain things, not everything like college, but I'm excited to get into stuff like this. And I'm excited to be back in the farm. Now, it will take me some time to properly get situated back in the farm life. Again, I do remember some stuff, like I remember I ended, again, last episode on a cliffhanger, and I remember what it was that happened. Of course, you guys don't know that yet. Also, I think this is our first harvest of summer squash. Oops, don't make me do that. Again, unfortunately, this is the problem with me taking a decent break. I think this is new. No, it's not. It's not our first, because I sold one. Okay, good. Sorry about that. Okay. So today we're gonna try and, of course, get situated back into the farm life here in Stardew Valley. We're also gonna try to find something to give to the luau, because yes, you actually do need to have something to contribute to the potluck. There are a few things you can use. I'm not sure when I planted these watermelons. That's the thing. Because otherwise I would just put a watermelon in, even though it's like worth a lot. It's because that's, well, I don't really want to say anything, but I don't know. So I'm probably gonna try to get something else just in case the melons don't grow tomorrow. Again, unfortunately, since it's been a while since I've recorded or even been on like Stardew Valley in general, I don't really remember what like everything's at in terms of growth cycle. I don't remember exactly what we're doing. Speaking of, what's our journal say? Oh yeah, we have to get the octopus. Yeah, that ain't happening. That ain't happening, Willie. I hate to break that to you. That ain't happening anytime soon. But yeah, so we are just gonna try to get back into the swing of things. It's been quite a bit of time, so I do ask that you'll bear with me. Is this our first large egg? No, it's not. Okay. Again, unfortunately, you're gonna hear a lot of that probably these like next 2 episodes or so. Just me being like, oh, is this something I've talked about, or is this something you've seen before? Just because again, I don't, I don't fully remember what I did and didn't talk about at this point. For the most part, I do kind of know where we're situated in term of my goals. Unfortunately, any progress I made with my speech capabilities of bringing those back from the Skyward Sword series was all just lost in that break, so that's unfortunate. Oh, sorry about that. Cut already. This soon back is probably not a good sign of things to come, but having dogs and then having the mail person come up, it's just, or the mailman or whatever, it's just, it's gonna cause problems, and I didn't really want you guys to have to hear that. Thankfully, though, that wasn't exactly a waste of time, because, I mean, I paused the game, so hopefully time shouldn't have passed too much. But I actually looked at the, what's it called? My collection screen to kind of see, like, what fish I'd caught, what things I had gotten, just to kind of see where I was at, to remind myself, So hopefully I'll have less questions of being like, oh, did I do this already, or do that already? Yeah, but as I said, we're going to be looking around the farm here to try to figure out what that weird sound was that I mentioned last time. It is something that changes on the farm. Unfortunately, since I haven't cleared out the entire farm, it's kind of a nightmare to traverse and look around, and it's just not fun. I imagined it would have been somewhere where I'd cleared the area, but unfortunately, it really could. The thing I'm looking for could be just about anywhere on the farm here. Oh, no, not that. I definitely need to be clearing out the farm. I was hoping to save that till, like, the later part of summer, since we really weren't going to have too much to do by the end of summer, at least in terms of, like, major goals that I'd set up. Oh, come on. It's not back here. That is something for later, that thing you see back there. I don't know where it's at, but I need to find it, like, really badly. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is we're actually going... I don't like having to stall this any longer, but I think we're just going to continue this day, and then tomorrow I'll look for it, since we'll have to wait for the festival to begin anyway, so we'll have some downtime. And I'd really get some stuff done today, since, again, it's been a bit. I need to kind of get back in the swing of things. Who have I given gifts to? Again, I will have to look. Emily, Haley, Pam, Caroline, Penny. Okay, so I can give Penny a gift, I can give Haley a gift. Could give Shane a gift, but I don't really think I have anything Shane loves, and I don't really want to go buy him beer for multiple reasons. Put all that away. So I'll go through my inventory really quick. I have a number, I'll like, give that to Penny. Do I have a sunflower ready for Haley? I don't. And I don't even have a sweet pea. Okay, well, hopefully I can get one of those while I'm out today. I'm not entirely sure. Wow, I forgot how bad our inventory was. That is disgusting, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, as I said, just give me some time to get back into it, and hopefully I can kind of get back into the swing of things pretty quickly. Here we have it. I believe this is a new item. I don't think I would have sold the first one anyway, but I think this is new. Oak resin. Put a tapper on an oak tree, a sticky, fragrant substance derived from oak sap. That is pretty valuable. I don't really want to sell our first one, but we're eventually going to sell one for the compendium thing. In case you're curious, if you are going for completion like I am for this playthrough, you are going to need to sell everything that's in the compendium. So, be prepared for that. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the valley. Oh, dang it. I forgot. I shouldn't be skipping dialogue, because... Oh, it's Mara's birthday? Oh, frick. Okay, then I need to go get... Okay. That changes things a little bit. Again, this first day I was mostly just going to kind of walk around town, get back into some things. Ooh, red plate. That is a decent food item, as you can see there. Full of antioxidants, is that what it said? Okay, yeah. I don't know why that kind of made me stop for a second. This morning I accidentally stepped on a bug. Okay, well, this isn't an eggplant, this is a squash. My squash make you feel better? Okay, good. Tip for all the men out there, if you want to make someone feel better, doesn't matter who they are, just give them your squash. Okay, so I don't have anything to give Haley. I think what we're going to do is I'm just going to worry specifically about getting Maru her birthday gift, because I think that'll be a really nice boost to have. I'm really hopeful that by tomorrow our not pumpkins, sorry, our watermelons will be done, or just melons, not watermelons, those are two different things technically. Hoping that our melons will be done by tomorrow, so that we can potentially put one in for the luau. If not, we're gonna have to scrounge something up, but oh man, either way we'll figure something out. I already pet you. Why am I going up here, dude? Wasting time. Yeah, okay, so I'm just gonna get a gold bar. She loves gold bars. I think I have a few of those ready. I need to come back and smelt stuff. I think today we're mostly just gonna stick to the farm, actually. I'm gonna clear some stuff out, and I think we're actually gonna start working on, like, placing stuff around the farm. Just because I really, well, again, I need to get back into the swing of things. I need to, in general, just kind of feel out where we are, where we're working on stuff. And I haven't really placed any paths down on the farm or anything like that. Typically, winter is when I work the most on my farm layout and stuff, because, you know, winter you have, like, no crops and stuff to worry about, but I think I'll do that today since I just have, you know, limited options since I'm trying to get back into the swing of everything. Hey, Robin, do you like grapes? Okay, good, at least you like them. You don't have to love them, but hey there, Ryan. I was just daydreaming about some new carpentry projects. Are you doing okay at your place? How's the woodwork in your cottage holding up? Well, it's about as good as, you know, a cottage is probably like how many? I mean, it's probably a few decades old, right? At least. Oh, what the world is Marna? Oh, does she work today? Okay, you can always tell if Maru works today if you go down to her portrait and you see her in a different outfit. Okay, so she's not working right now. I think she's meeting with Penny then, up near the community center. I say up near the community center, but for us right now, directionally correct, it'd actually be down to the, you know, community center. Is she down here? No, wait, no, she's not. What? Oh. Wait, you're not working, right? Yeah, you're not working, but you're not down. Okay, wait. I hate to say, I don't really know Maru's schedule super well, despite me having married her in one of my past playthroughs, bleh. But I don't actually know where she is. She's not working. I mean, I should have known she's not working. I don't think Harvey works today. She doesn't go to the bar. She's not down... Oh, man, I have no idea where Maru's at. Penny's house? Right, not house. Penny's trailer, I guess. Pam's trailer. I don't think she goes there. Dude, I actually have no idea where Maru is. This whole day may just be a waste. I may have to be looking for Maru. This whole day sucks, but unfortunately I knew the first day coming back would probably be pretty bad just because I have to remember where everything's at and what we're doing, and ugh, it's just not good. Okay, maybe I'll stick up near the house and she'll appear. Maybe she's in the basement with Sebastian hanging out. Does she hang out with Sebastian? Demetrius is also out, but I think he goes down to the... Okay, no. Sebastian's just down here. She's not in her room. Yeah, she's... dang it, dude. I have no idea where this chick's at. I don't. Does she... Oh, wait, maybe she's over here near the lake. Does she go over to the lake? Where's Linus? I can give him a grape. I think he likes grapes. Here. Hey, no, Linus, come here. Thank you. This is a great gift, thank you, yeah. I don't know you well enough to trust you, so... Okay, man. Really? I gave you my grape and that's how you... Okay, whatever. Oh, I guess maybe that's why, because he already has a grape growing up near his tent. He doesn't need my tiny grape. Oh, there you are. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Maru, yeah. Happy birthday. I don't know why I almost started with your name. Hey, what is a birthday gift? It's great. Thanks for remembering me. I thought you were going to say reminding me. 4 hearts. Nice. You joined the season? It's been so warm this year. Yeah, I mean, in real life, I actually really don't like summer too much. Summer's probably my least favorite season in real life, just due to the fact that I get warm way too easily, and so I don't like being super warm, and it just makes me uncomfortable and gross, and ugh. Not to mention, there's usually far too many people out and about just doing stuff, so even if you want to go out and just like get groceries or something, there's far too many people out for that, and ugh. You know, not to be like one of those cynical people who are like, oh, people suck or something like that. More so just, you know, crowds in general can be kind of annoying if you have to deal with them consistently. We're going to finish up here just for a little bit, just so I can get maybe a little bit of income for the day, so I feel like I did something besides just our mayo. But then we're going to head back probably around like 6, so we'll need like a few more fish, and I'll work a little bit on our farm. I don't know if I'll speed that up. I really don't want to speed up right as I'm coming back, because I feel like I have some stuff I can talk to you guys about. It's been a bit, so probably going to avoid doing that. As much as I can, which has always been the hope, but as I mentioned, I keep mentioning it, I feel like, as the series goes on and we approach our later years in the game, then we're going to be cutting around a lot more, which I guess I could talk about that. So, of course, there's 4 seasons to each year in Stardew Valley and in real life, of course. But instead of it just being like over a span of like multiple months, it's only 1 season per month, if you couldn't tell. So there's 4 months per year in Stardew Valley. So there's spring, summer, fall, and winter, of course. And once you get to the end of winter, then it'll cycle over to the next year, and it'll start spring once again, just like in real life. Yeah, I mean, you guys probably know how this works, but you know, whatever. But as I was saying, there are 28 days in every month. It never changes in Stardew Valley. So 28 days times 4, you're gonna have to do that. And then when it comes to like me doing everything, that of course is going to vary things. But at minimum, if you are, and I'm definitely not playing perfect by any means to be like getting like a minimum run, especially from my skill level. I've definitely had better runs than this, which is my own fault, of course. But the difference in like how long things can take is, at minimum, you have to wait until, I believe it's year 3, beginning of year 3, until you can reach completion, quote unquote. Like, you can see the end of the story, I guess, sort of thing. But we'll get to that probably in the next episode, kind of like the endings and triggering that stuff and whatnot. What I will say is, don't get overwhelmed by the word ending. It's not quite what you think, because even though like the story does kind of like end, quote unquote, it's not like quite the way you think. Do you like squash? I need to be befriending you. I should probably just be holding on to... Oh, might be funny to put something disgusting in the Pelican tutorial. Just don't... Wait, what? I ruined the Pelican. I guess some people feel liberated when the rigid structures of society break down a little. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know, man. It's a little weird, if I'm being honest, mostly because, you know, it's an event for a bunch of families and kids to get together. I mean, I feel like there's other ways to kind of fight the power than... whatever. Okay, so we're gonna head back. We're working on the farm. We got a few fish. I actually did recently hear from a few different people that apparently money, you could potentially actually make better money up in the lake up there than in the ocean, which I don't doubt, because there's things like the bullheads and now like the sturgeons, and largemouth bass are pretty good. But the reason I doubted that was because carp are just worth so little money. I didn't figure it'd be worth much. I'm actually going to keep the gold star mayonnaise just in case. Just in case the melons aren't grown tomorrow, I feel like that's going to be our best bet. Which sounds disgusting, and realistically it is, but, you know, it's our only real option, then we'll make do with what we have. Okay, so I'm going to grab our stone, because that's what I'm going to be building paths out of. Stone is realistically probably harder to get than wood, especially later on. Or at least it feels that way to me. But for me personally, I just like how the stone pathways look more, because I'm shallow. So I really would rather just have them be stone. I need to move you out of the way. And we'll start placing them down. Oh, I did not mean to do that. There's no, like, proper way necessarily to place paths around. Of course, you want to, if you're on a farm that has less like land to plant stuff, you want to have as few paths on the fertile soil, if you will, that you can help, because of course then you have less room to work with. But for us, we are on the standard farm. We have a ton of tiles to work with, so I'm not super concerned about that. More so, I'm concerned about like other things. Oh, wait, whoa. Did I just place it? I didn't know you could place a tile actually under the stairs. That's kind of interesting. It's good for us though, because if you look at the path I'm using, the stone walkway, which I bought the recipe from Robin. Oh, dang, I was hoping I could place it under the... Now that you can. They have like edges to them, so you can actually look at that. You can make it look like it goes right into the... I don't know if that's just me, but I think that's pretty cool. I'll put that there. It's not going to be like perfectly even. I could move the farmhouse back a little bit, but I don't really feel like it, so I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to just like jut it out like that, and then we'll correct the movement as we go. In general, I try to make the paths like 3 wide. Sometimes, of course, there's like chests and stuff that will cover that 3 wide path. But again, you can make paths, everyone can make them 1 wide, and you don't even have to make paths at all. It's just, I think there are definitely advantages to doing it. As I said, you do walk, and I mean very, very slightly faster while on a path than when just like on the dirt. So it can increase your potential time you're getting out of a day by a little bit, not by much though. Again, it's going to be very little. Like, this is pretty much all I'm planning on building right now. Like, it's very minimal. But at least then we have, like, the opening of our farm kind of there. Again, a lot of this stuff's going to be worked on more once winter comes around, which is going to be quite a while, but then I'll hopefully have almost all the farm, like, layout done, or at least, like, an idea for it being done. I definitely need to be working more on, like, our inventory situation, because it's really bad. Our storage is just abysmal. I've just been busy with other stuff. Again, there'll come a time when we work on those things, just I've been working on other stuff. I may push that farmhouse back, I just don't know if I really want to, because I have to move a bunch of other stuff, including the chest, and oh, it's a huge problem. Anyway, you know what, no. Well, we have a few more hours left in the day. We're gonna look for that thing, and chop down some trees along the way to clear out the farm, because you know what, might as well be working on that. That'll help us hopefully find the thing I'm talking about. And also we can just use the foraging experience and stuff. So we're going to do that for a little bit. The thing we're looking for, I guess I'll talk about it until we find it, because I don't want to spoil what it is. But basically, every time you sleep in the game, like you go to bed for the day and you skip to the next day, there is a chance that events can happen. There are a bunch of different events that can happen. And all of them, some of them have like requirements, like you have to have a certain coop or a certain coop level. Sometimes you have to have a certain plant planted in your field. And things like that. And depending on if RNG blesses you enough, you will have an event trigger, which will then make something appear or change in your farm. As I said, these are all RNG dependent, so don't be surprised if you don't see any of these, but I'd also be very surprised if you play through 3 years and don't, like, the whole 3 years for the story, and then don't see at least one random event, because it feels like you're going to at least find one of the events. But each of them have different, specifications of how they trigger. Sorry about that. So they all have differences, and the one that happened last night is one that used to be, I believe, the rarest thing in the game. Don't get your hopes too high if you had the same thing that just happened to me, like you heard the same sound effect, because it is way more common now, because it was actually bugged how it worked, and I'll get more in depth to that once we find it. Where is it at, dude? Like, it has to be down here, right? Like, behind a tree. I feel like it has to be behind a tree or something. Like, there's no way it's not. Oh, come on, dude. Our energy's almost empty, and oh my goodness, this sucks. It sucks a lot. Where is it at, dude? Okay. I think we're gonna just have to go to bed and I'll look for it tomorrow, which sucks, but man, I don't know where it's at, but it's probably my fault because I haven't cleared enough of the farm. But yeah, anyway, essentially how it worked was the thing that just happened to us was bugged, and so it was way rarer than it actually is now, because he fixed it. The guy who made the game patched in the most recent update, I think, or maybe it was the update before that, I'm not sure. Either way, it's not nearly as rare as it used to be, though it is still a rare event, so you can still be, like, excited about it. I'm not trying to take that away from you by any means, or even from myself, but it's a lot less rare than it used to be, because it used to be considered, like, the rarest thing to happen in the entire game, so, you know, there's that difference. Yeah, decent. I feel like they're probably right, because, like, that's decent. We barely fished, and we almost got 1,000 G just from the fishing alone, so probably if we fish, it'll be up there for the rest of the season, like specifically for money, unless we're going for specific fish. Because there are 2 fish that specifically I'm going to try to get before the end of summer, but they're not the top of my worries right now. Ooh! Looks like the storm is approaching tomorrow. Thunder and lightning is expected. That's good. Means we don't have to water tomorrow. And we have a good luck today. Oh, living off the land. I forgot. For you guys, I watch these. I never watch these on my own anymore. Starting tomorrow, an unusual amount of shells and corals are expected to wash up on beaches all around the world. I'm no scientist, but I've heard it's something to do with the crab mating season. At any rate, you could make some good coin combing your local beach. Okay, so we'll want to check out the beach maybe these upcoming days. And the melons aren't grown. Okay, I was really banking on those being grown by now. Okay, interesting. So I think our best bet probably is the golden mayonnaise, which stinks, because I don't think that's an amazing item by any means to put in the potluck, but I don't think I have. I could put a gold green bean. I could put a gold green bean in. I actually don't know which would be better. I'd imagine I don't know, man. This stinks. You know, okay. Before I do anything else, and before I even really sit and try to ponder on what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to look around for the thing that I was talking about that happened last time, and I'm going to find it. Oh! I think I see it, and I see why I didn't find it right away. It is behind this tree here, and because it's a tree of the foreground, it won't even disappear. This right here, the stone owl. It is a item that I was talking about that appeared. It's not clear where it came from, but it looks very fine. It's a weird way of describing that. Yeah, so if you hear that owl noise when you're going to bed in your farm, that means the stone owl has appeared somewhere on your farm. As stated, this used to be considered one of, if not the rarest item in all of Stardew Valley. But this changed, as I said, it got patched. Basically, how it worked was the game would check your farm every night. Of course, it would like do a calculation to see if you're getting an event. Then you had to, I believe, roll for it to check for the owl event. So you had to essentially get lucky twice. So you had to get lucky for it to check and then say, okay, you're getting an event tonight. Then you had to get lucky in the fact that it chose the owl event. Then you had to get lucky in the fact that apparently how it worked was the owl itself, like the statue, wouldn't actually even spawn at that point. What it would do is it would then decide to scan your entire farm, and it would check for the tiles. So, for example, every single spot I'm watering, every single spot that has like a single piece of grass on it, essentially every little cube that you see, like you can use square as like a tile, it would check every single one of those. And I believe it would check 50, or it would check like 100. It would check quite a few. Maybe, I don't know what the exact number is. It would check a lot of the tiles, though, basically is what I'm saying, for your farm. And if even one of those tiles, like one of the 50, if even one of those had anything obstructing it, then the event would get canceled out and nothing would happen. So you wouldn't even know that you even potentially rolled for the event. Basically, what I mean is, like, okay, so you may think, okay, so just, you know, chop everything off your farm, take everything. Well, there's things that count as, like, tiles that it will check. So, for example, my house, the cabin, those are technically on tiles, and so it could check on the cabin, and you can't remove the cabin, because, of course, that's where we sleep, right? So you essentially just get absolutely destroyed in the fact that it chooses a spot like that. Or building more buildings, of course, will add to that. But even if you think, okay, well, you know, I'll still clear everything out and then I'll just move the cabin to like a corner and then that'll be the only thing on the farm. I'll destroy everything else and then I'll get the stone owl, right? Well, nope, because it can actually check even areas outside of bounds. So, for example, the areas behind this fence over here, you're not supposed to go over there. It's essentially just for detail. It's like a little background feature, essentially, where the trees are at, just to add more depth to the world of Stardew Valley. Well, it can check those tiles, too. And again, those are technically obscured tiles, so if it happens to scan those, even again, just one of those tiles, even if the rest of them in the scanned were clear, you're not getting the event. Sucks to suck. Try again at a better time. So yeah, now I believe it still scans tiles, I think, but I think now it only checks if, like, half of them are empty or something. I don't know. I'm not going to claim to know exactly how he patched it, but I do know it's a lot more common now, so, again, it's less hype now that when you get it, but it's still a cool thing. And in case any of you are curious, what does it do? It's a furniture piece. It doesn't really do anything to my knowledge, unless, again, he changed it, which a lot of stuff has changed on the update, so I'm not going to claim like I know everything in this game. Especially now. But what I will say is that the owl statue back when I played used to do nothing but essentially just be a visual piece. You place it down, and that's about all would happen, is that you place it down and then it would just look pretty. So, that's a cool thing though. That was what happened last time. Nothing like super duper amazing, but it's cool we got one of the rarer events in the game. Because it's still rare, like it's just less rare than it used to be. So yep, I head down here, and we're at the luau. I can see Pierre is opening up a shop. Let's talk to him. Maybe if I get on the governor's good side, he'll give me a business tax break. Wonder if he likes aged whiskey? Now only if the mayor would stop schmoozing with him all afternoon. Oh, boy. So yep, go over to Pierre. He has nothing super value. The only thing that is kind of interesting is he sells a star fruit for 3,000 gold. I don't know why you'd want to buy that right now unless you have absolutely nothing for the potluck. So if you forgot to bring something, at least you could do that, but I'd rather just reset the day at that point. Nothing we're really gonna buy. I woke up late, stepped out the door, and found myself in the middle of all this hubbub. Forgot that today was the luau. Yeah, that always sucks when you live in like a town or something, or a spot where like events go on. That's always the worst. How's the farming coming along? It must be a busy season for you. Yeah, kinda. I'll be back here by the trees. There's a lot cooler. That's my man, because I would be overheating really quick. Governor, who cares? Why should I care about some random old guy? Hey, man, old people are the greatest. They're full of wisdom and experience. We do this festival. Every year to give the governor a taste of everything the valley has to offer. Sorry, Benny. Mayor Lewis hopes he'll get the governor on our good side. That's why he's so neurotic about the way the soup tastes. Makes sense. A slow, continuous rotation is key to achieving the perfect roast. Oh, you're the one cooking the meat over here? Okay. Whatever Lewis is roasting smells awfully good. Slurp. I'm not making that slurp sound. Good that I came here with sunscreen. I wonder if Maru could use some sunscreen on her shoulders. Okay, brother. Okay, buddy. I am not even gonna comment on that. I'm full, but what else is there to do besides eat? Well, I mean, you can enjoy people's company, you know. Try to talk to people. Hope the soup is good this year. What does that mean? I put fresh vegetables from the garden into the communal soup pot. That's nice. So yeah, basically how the luau works. If you brought something for the soup, climb the stairs on the other side and throw it in. Free buffet. One of the perks of living here. Enjoy it, kid. Yep, so basically how the luau works is you come over to this giant soup and you throw something in for the potluck. You can throw anything that's considered a food item in, with one exception. But I'll talk about the next year's luau, so there's something to look forward to. Just because this year I want to take it seriously. Funnily enough, I think you actually don't have to go up the stairs. You can, yeah, interact with it from this side too. We're just gonna put the gold mayonnaise in and hope for the best. You added mayonnaise to the soup. That just sounds disgusting, but whatever. These blasted sandflies keep landing on the food. Okay, man. Calm down. One year Sam put a pound of anchovies in the potluck soup. Ever wonder why Sam leaves the town community service hours? I didn't know we had community service hours. Wow, you don't get hot pepper, cutney? Shootney? Like this in the big... I don't know what that word is, actually. I have never heard of that. It's way too fancy for me. This is tiring, honey. Are you ready to visit the buffet at some point? Ow, you stood on my foot, dear. Marriage. She's unresponsive. That's one way of putting that. What are you two doing over here? That music is too loud. Can I have a little peace and quiet and enjoy the ocean? Can't you go to the other side of the beach then, maybe? Probably quieter over there. Or on the dock. Smell of the ocean takes me back many years, long before you were born. You don't know how old I am, lady. Okay, you were born in 2016, because that's when this game came out. Vincent isn't a good dancer. I'm bored. Kids. Yeah. I would dance, but I don't want to get sweaty. Oh, sure. Rather for a beach party, huh? Yeah. What's Abigail doing all the way out here? I forget, she's kind of like the loner, right? It's tiring to socialize with anyone. I'd rather just watch the sea. I get that. Especially because it's kind of like overwhelming with like everyone being here. Oh, the wizard actually decided to show up for a festival. The mer people are curious about your festivities. They become upset when you litter into the ocean. Okay, there are mer people. That's great. Thanks, Ben, for that. If you also come down here, we'll have Willie, or our boy Willie G, as I call him. Hey there, Ryan, taking a breather. Tell you the truth, I'd rather be fishing right now. Okay. Technically, you probably could be fishing. I don't think anyone would really get mad at you. But I get it, you don't really want to be super rude. But you're also kind of already being a little rude just by being away from everyone else, aren't you? I think we talked to everyone except for the two people up here. We've heard a lot about this governor, and this is him. What a lovely occasion. It's always a joy to visit Stardew Valley. One must speak to the missus about purchasing a vacation home here. Okay. Look sharp, the governor's here for his annual visit. If you brought something for the potluck, make sure to add it to the soup cauldron. Should we move forward to the luau? The governor seems a little hungry. Well, let's start. So yeah, the governor seems to be maybe the mayor or something. I'm not entirely sure. Well, he's not the mayor because Lewis is the mayor, so... Yeah, I don't know. The governor is some bigwig, though, because a lot of people really care about his opinion. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust that you all put high-quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley. I don't remember what voice fully I gave you, Lewis. Hopefully this is close enough. Well, Governor, would you do the honor of tasting the soup? Maybe it's a little too deep for his voice. I don't know. Of course, I've been looking forward to this all year. Uh-oh. Oh my, this is the best soup I've ever tasted! Because I put the mayonnaise. I did not know mayonnaise would count as a great item for the luau. That's crazy. You're right, it's delicious. Wonderful job, everyone. Now, who else wants a taste? Oh my goodness, he's devouring that soup. What's in my chicken's mayo, dude? The governor wasn't kidding. The soup was out of this world. Time to head home. Okay, so yes, the luau event. You can put a bunch of different items in the cauldron, and you'll get a different result depending on what you put in. The better item you put in actually does change stuff, because, I don't know if you'll notice, and I actually can't even tell for sure, just from looking from a glance, I'd have to go back and look. You will get a friendship boost with every person in the valley, depending on like the higher quality of an item you put in. So, we also got an achievement, an unforgettable soup, delight the governor. This is an achievement you only get if you perfect the soup, quote unquote, which means you put an item in that he loves, or like, you know, is considered loved. I did not know gold star mayonnaise would count as that, but that's good to know going in future playthroughs, because I always would put a melon in, especially gold melons, and that would always give me the perfect soup. But now that I know I don't have to waste my money on the governor too much, because, I mean, yeah, like, golden mayonnaise is worth something, but it's not worth nearly as much as, like, freaking golden melon, so that changes everything. But yeah, depending on what you put in, you'll get some friendship points. It's a pretty interesting little, not interesting little, but it's a pretty nice, tiny little festival. Like, it's nothing super extravagant. It reminds me a lot, actually, of the, well, I mean, despite how depressing our version of it, the flower dance, like, there wasn't really an activity, per se, to interact with, but it's kind of cool seeing everyone get together and being able to increase friendship points in that way. Since a lot of, since, of course, as I mentioned before, Stardew Valley is heavily based off, like, Harvest Moon games, and one of the things that people love most about those games is, like, the festival mechanics. And I will admit, yeah, the festivals are a lot of fun in those games, so it's really cool when you have, like, festivals that you really enjoy. And of course, more got added in the 1.6 update, so again, even if you thought you knew all the update stuff, or not all the update stuff, all the festivals, you may actually not. Okay, so we're going to just hop in bed for the night. Energy's really low. And since, again, this is our first episode back, I'm going to do a third day. It'll be a bit of a longer episode. I'll probably cut around maybe a tiny bit, because I'm probably just going to fish or something. But I just want to get back into the swing of things, and, you know, it's, again, been a bit of a shorter episode, so let's get back into things. Weather. Okay, so it's going to storm for 2 days in a row. There's nothing we really need to do while it's stormy in terms of, like, fishing. I believe I caught the only fish, which was the red snapper, which is a rain-exclusive one for this season. Ooh, hello there. And remember to eat healthy, or you won't have enough energy to work hard. I'm including one of my favorite recipes. Make sure you use ripe tomatoes, Lewis. Spaghetti. I really like spaghetti, so I'm happy with that. Top secret. Here's a recipe for my famous blueberry tart. Don't tell anyone. I'm giving it to you because we are such good friends. Pierre. Oh, that's nice, Pierre. Thank you, man. How could people hate you? I mean, I know how people can hate you, but like, I can't spoil that. Our hops are done, and I think this may be our first hop harvest. Oh, a lot of our stuff is finally harvestable. Yeah, we haven't. Yeah, so hops are ones that will continue to grow after they grow for the first time. Hops, a bitter, tangy flower used to flavor beer. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to save these. You really wouldn't want to sell them by themselves. I'm going to sell the gold one just, again, for the compendium stuff. But they aren't worth much by themselves. However, they will become more valuable as time goes on. Hot peppers, we already did get a harvest of these, I believe, so we don't have to worry about that. We do have tomatoes, however, and I believe that may be our first harvest of those, I think. I think it is. Then let me check. Did I already have a hot pepper in the bundle? I don't. Okay. And I don't have the tomato. Okay. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're saving stuff for the bundles and stuff. Just because, again, we need to complete that. Man, oh, I already have 2 saved. Okay. So I can just sell these ones then. Put the 1 in there, and I'll sell the rest. Oh, man. One of the things I definitely need to work on probably should be the inventory stuff, but I just don't really want to waste time on that. And we also have one more thing fully grown today. That is a poppy. I'm going to sell it. It is in addition to its colorful flower, the poppy also has culinary and medical uses. That's very cool. I think I have some seeds in here, actually, right? I thought I had a mixed flower seed somewhere. Did I put it in one of these? Yes, I did. Okay. I'm actually just going to plant another mixed flower seed, because, I mean, what else am I going to plant here? And we're just going to hope for the best as we go. Oh, I was hoping for an artifact. Okay, whatever. Something else I noticed is our sturgeon pond has an exclamation mark over it. If you have a fish pond, sometimes they'll have an exclamation mark over them, meaning that they want something. And if you have the sturgeon, more likely than not, its first request is going to be a diamond. I'm not making this up. Our boy, the sturgeon, wants a diamond. Thankfully, we have gotten fairly lucky with these, and so I have one I can give him, but that's right, we are literally giving a sturgeon a diamond. The fish seem happy. And what this will do is, as you'll see, now there are 2 more silhouettes for a sturgeon. This means it'll start actually repopulating somehow by itself, and you'll start having more fish in there, which does affect the benefit you get for having a fish pond in the first place. So it is worth doing if you can, but if you don't have one, I don't blame you, because diamonds are incredibly valuable, of course. And so imagine one day you're raising fish, like your goldfish or whatever. It doesn't even have to be for money. And one day you wake up and it refuses to do anything, like even eat, unless you feed it a diamond. Or not feed it a diamond, just give it a diamond. I don't know about you, but that seems insane to me. We actually are gonna make a lightning rod, I think, today, since it's storming out. We should have the materials for it, because all you need is bat wings, fire quartz, which I know we have a decent amount of, and iron, I believe, right? Or maybe it's something else. Oh, refined quartz, not fire quartz. I don't know why I thought it was fire quartz. That's weird. Oh, it's refined. I said it like 3 times, too. Oh, man. Okay. We're just gonna craft... We'll craft... You know what? We'll craft 4. That's as many as we can craft, just because it's storming isn't, like, common, and I want to get the most out of this anyway. So lightning rods, how they work, essentially, is they kind of work like other certain, like, stations, like, they'll start activating. However, it's random chance if they do or not. I believe they can all be, like, in a line like this. I'm just gonna put them here for now, and we'll check up on them as the days go by. And we'll hopefully see if there's any anything good going on with them. But basically, they, as you can imagine, they are lightning rods, so they attract lightning to them. I don't believe it helps prevent the preventing... sorry about that. I don't think it helps to prevent other things in your farm being, like, struck by lightning. I think it purely is just for, well, the thing I don't want to spoil, but... Okay, so tomorrow's Alex's birthday. Emily wants a topaz. We can definitely get her that. I could do that tomorrow, or aka the next episode, which I think I'm going to do. I think this episode, what we're going to do, or this day, for the final day of the episode, is I'm going to go up and fish up at the lake, and we're just going to try to get a bit of pocket change going. I think, in general, it'd be good, because we need money, especially for the next big thing that we need to do. We need, like, 30,000 gold for the next thing I want to do, which is very expensive, but it'll unlock so much stuff for us to do, which it's not like we don't have things to do, it's just, it opens up more things for us to do, if that makes sense. I don't know why I phrased that so weird. I am probably going to cut eventually, but I actually do want to talk about some stuff with you guys first, since, again, it's been a bit, and I don't want to just have this be, you know, our normal cutting around and doing stuff already, you know, nonsense. Especially since it's just mostly for money. There shouldn't really be anything of value unless it's, like, you know, treasure chest. But I do want to talk to you guys a little bit. So first thing I want to talk about is, of course, winter break. Oh, that was not a good start. I was readjusting myself in my chair. Sorry about that. Winter break, you know. Hope all of you had a great one. For, again, those two get one. It's very much necessary, I feel like. Especially as you get older with, like, school and stuff. Unfortunately, I know not everyone gets, like, work and stuff off winter break, which is always, like, the worst when I have to hear about that. Like, I can't imagine having that. I also can't imagine having to work, though, just, like, around the Christmas season in general. But I know it's different for people. Some people don't celebrate, and, you know, it's what you're used to and whatnot. But I couldn't imagine just because how chaotic the season is and things like that, so... but it's always a nice little just time for me to relax and kind of kick back. And I actually, over the winter break, was playing a new game. I was playing a game called Core Keeper, which is kind of like Terraria, for those of you who've played that game. I've talked about Terraria before. It was a lot of fun. I just actually, as of today, as I'm recording this, finished the game. Like, I beat the main stuff with it. Like, because technically you can keep playing it forever and keep building stuff and working on things, but I think I'm good with it for now. I may come back to it if there's more updates and stuff, but, like, I follow the bosses and everything. It was a really fun game. And so I kind of wanted to ask, for those of you, you know, for the winter season, you know, got gifts, or just, you know, or maybe themselves purchased it if you didn't give it. What were your, like, holiday gifts that you got that you're really excited for, like, you got? Or just things that you bought yourself in the season that were really good. Again, just what things are you excited for? It doesn't have to be even video game related, just, of course, that's the thing, you know, I'm talking about most of the time. But I also got a few other things I'm really excited about. And a few things that maybe I can put in some video format. Speaking of, I wonder, I'm curious how many of you actually have seen the Ica Village video. That was probably the biggest project I released this year, like, singular video-wise. There were a few other ones that were really big, though, too. But that one was, I don't know, the Peach one was really big, too. The Princess Peach Showtime 4-hour-long one, or whatever. I don't know if I'm ever doing that again, just because, one, that was a pain to do, but also because I don't know if I really want to make people, you know, watch something that's 4 hours long. Like, my main purpose for that video was having a, helping talk about a game that I didn't think too many people were going to play, but also because, you know, it's one of those videos that people can have in the background while they're doing stuff, which even these could be that for you, though, so I don't really think having a 2-hour, you know, edited breakdown of a game like that is probably the best. But yeah, so I'm curious how many of you guys watched the Ica Village episode, and again, if you did, you don't have to by any means, because I know it's not for anybody, but second part on that, I'm starting to work on the script. Hopefully it shouldn't take as long as the first. The first one had a lot of research in the, like, meaning and backstory stuff. The second one's going to be actually discussing the stories. I'm going to be picking, like, I think the top 5 most common ones, I think. And not reciting the whole thing, but kind of like going over how they connect, and then going over what I believe from what I've known to be, like, maybe potentially the true story, and a few other fun facts about Ica Village, because it's kind of a cool topic for me since I love Animal Crossing so much. But I know it's not for everybody. So there's going to be other stuff coming out this year too, bigger project-wise. My dream goal would be to get one singular big video out every month, but with how chaotic my life is right now, I don't know if that'd be actually possible, especially with, like, projects like the Ica Village one that are so big that I really want to, you know, make it as good as I can get it to be. But I'm not sure. I'll try to figure stuff out. Who knows? Maybe I'll, like, start working on this one, and then, or I'll work on, like, 2 at the same time. I'm not really sure. Because when it comes to ideas for stuff to talk about, I definitely don't have a shortage of ones I want to talk about. Doesn't mean they're going to be, like, for everyone, because my channel, I feel like so far has just been kind of, like, random with the stuff I upload, which I'm honestly okay with, because it's just about the media of gaming for me, and so I want to talk about it in a bunch of different aspects. But I don't know, there's gonna be plans and stuff happening. Of course, I'm hoping to make these more consistent in terms of, like, once Stardew Valley is done, then there won't have to wait super duper long for there to be another, like, episode series, because I know they're not for everyone, but it's nice for those who do enjoy, like, the game I'm talking about, having something on in the background. For me, it helps me keep like, my speech skills, I feel like, fresh, like, and keeps them refined, because I otherwise really suck with talking. I feel like my speech is pretty bad, because you have to come up with things on the fly and stuff. So for me, it's a nice little, like, way of getting some practice in for that as well. So hopefully I'll get more consistent with these as well, but we'll just kind of see how things go as, you know, time goes on, I guess. Oh yeah, this has nothing to do. Oh, you know what? Okay, wait, I'll talk about that in a moment. A train is passing through Stardew Valley. This happened earlier, but we were down near the beach. And I mentioned it was kind of like a random event thing. Well, we're actually close to where the train's at. We've never even come up here, but I'll show you. There's actually an area back here you can enter after, I believe, the 3rd of summer, when an earthquake happens, because there's a boulder there otherwise. Then you can head back here. Don't get distracted with everything here, but as you'll see, there's the train going by. You actually can take damage if you get in front of it, I believe, so be careful with that. So I just see a train go by. It seems kind of pointless because there's not really anything to it. But depending on a few different factors, the train actually can do a few different things. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like really anything's happening right now. You can kind of tell where something can happen based on the cart that comes by. These ones that are closed, or like the cabin ones, don't really have anything. But if there's like a cart that has like an open top to it, especially, things can come flying out of the train, and you get some really cool items. Sometimes it's just like coal. Sometimes you get nothing at all. Like, it looks like this one may be nothing at all. It just kind of depends. The train event itself is kind of cool, like, the first times you see it, but it is so annoying to have to go out of your way for this, and there's, again, generally not going to be too much you get. There's some cool art, though. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing we got from that train outside of just visually seeing it, so... I mean, we got to come up here for the first time, but we'll come up here a different episode. But since that was the first time I actually got to show you guys the train, I wanted to actually visualize it, like, visually show it to you. But anyway, as I was saying, this has absolutely nothing to do with absolutely anything I've talked about today. But I want to talk about just how weird DC is. So, DC Comics being, like, people made Batman and stuff like that. People release that stuff. Just, it's crazy modern times and modern things. Maybe I'm old. So I don't get it. But, recently, I saw that apparently they are, I don't know if it's actually, like, fully greenlit, but I thought it was from what I saw. There's going to be a Harley Quinn, like, comic book, or, like, just a book series, I think. Or maybe just a singular book, I don't fully know. Which, that in itself was not surprising. Harley Quinn's a very popular character, you know. That shares, like, her own movies and shows. No, but the thing about it is, in case you haven't heard this is actually true, you can look it up. They are releasing a Harley Quinn book, like a scratch and sniff book, about her passing gas. I am not making this up. This is not a joke. This is not a bit. This is an actual thing that is happening right now in the world. I don't get it. I just wanted to bring it up that's it. There's no other way. Like, there's no comment. There's no me adding to like There's so many people who've already talked about it and like added to the conversation about how ridiculous it is and gone more in depth about it. There's nothing for me to add. I just wanted to mention it because it's something that's been eating away at my mind. So I wanted to share that. Oh man. Again, realistically, I feel like I could talk about pretty much any random like small thing like that, but they wouldn't really connect all too well, and I want to have this be formatted slightly properly, so we'll leave it at that. So I think now I'm just going to cut ahead to when I make it back at night, and I show you my haul for the day, unless, again, something interesting happens, like a chest or something. Either way, I'll see you guys, hopefully, later tonight. And with that, we are back at the farm, baby. Cut that out. And just like that, our day is finished. So here's our haul for the day. Didn't really get too many chests, so not really too many valuables. But as you can see, got a decent chunk of fish. Got more EXP. Still not level 10, because that level 10 is going to take quite a bit of time and quite a few catches. But we'll start chipping away at it, and we're definitely doing a decent start to that. Throw all these guys in there, including the sturgeons, because those will be worth a decent chunk of money. As you can see, the lightning rods, 3 of them are pulsating. Those means that those are going to be creating a item for us. And I think we can actually check without spoiling, so I think it says, collects energy from lightning storms and turns it into battery packs. So that's going to create battery packs for us, which we'll get into, of course, next episode. Along with more stuff as well. Just need to put a bunch of the stuff away, and we're going to see what our haul is for the day. Overall, hopefully it was decent money. I think we should be getting, I mean, we're definitely getting closer to our goal, but that's probably still quite a bit of ways away, because we need a lot of money for the next thing I want to do. So, we'll see, though. I think I already pet Ella today. Yeah, I did, okay. I need to make sure I'm doing that. Like, it's not absolutely necessary, but I want to start doing that now, so I don't have to worry about it later. Yeah, so 5,000 gold, I think that's probably slightly better than what I get at the ocean, I'm guessing. I guess it could probably vary also, because I got a lot of carp. It could probably vary depending on how many of those you get. I just got pretty unlucky, I'm guessing, in that aspect, but 7,000 gold's not bad. Hops are only worth 37 gold. They are not worth much at all. This is why I said they're not really worth selling much. They're barely, they're not even worth a hot pepper, which is actually saying something, because hot pepper is also pretty bad too, for money. But anyway, decent money. We'll take it. All adds up, and again, we're getting closer and closer to our goals, so that's what really matters. Anyway, with all that being said, another stormy day. Well, another day in the valley. Still good to have to find our footing again. Guess we slept in for a few weeks, apparently, because, you know, winter and all that. Anyway, next time, we are going to be getting our roots settled in once again, after that break. And hopefully, just hopefully, we'll start seeing some more heart scenes, because I think we're behind on quite a few of those. I hope to see you all there.